hitting over 300. He has those really nice games mixed in there.
First delivery to him on the way. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
1-0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Just underway here in Cincinnati. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Homer Bailey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Gene Segura comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Bailey's ready. Here it is on 2-0. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Charlie Blackmon will stride in now as he'll enter play as the 2nd leading hitter in the entire National League.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Segura runs. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as he steals second. So he's into scoring position here in the home half of the first following the stolen base as we check out the teams that have run the most here this season.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. They've definitely got some burners on the roster. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to be able to create some offense with your legs. It really puts a pressure on the opposing pitchers to try and hold them at bay.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber is there, makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, Matty, this team grounds into a ton of double plays. They've got to stop taking themselves out of potential big innings.
Mookie Betts will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Yeah, Matty, he has been having a nice season for sure, but when you look into the numbers a little more closely, he's been scuffling a little bit lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games.
Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP-type player because of his offense. But his defense is just as superb. He makes great plays, very athletic. And some of the things he does on a baseball field, you just can't imagine. I can't wait to watch him.
He's set. Here it comes. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. The throw home. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here, he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home's not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
Albert Pujols gets his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Hit to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati. It's the Reds 1. Kyle Schwarber makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
A strike, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Chris Colabello will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
As far as pitchers go, it seems like you're never far away from working out of danger if you've got that good sinking fastball. Here he's going to start this pitch right in the strike zone and then let it bear straight down. And at the plate, it's tough to do anything with it but hit it on the ground.
C.J. Cron will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. 2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. But there to get his big glove on it is Pujols, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. The Reds lead it 1-0. Nick Castellanos steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Castellanos.
Bailey into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Drilled to the right side. Oh, what a stop. And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him.
This is a case where a guy's trying to do a little too much. That's a great play to dive and get to this ball, but then he tries to make a superhuman throw and the ball just takes off on him.
Steven Sung will dig in, and with Great American being one of the best hitters parks around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than he is out on the road. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. The throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Derek Norris steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be two. A bare hand for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
Everett Cabrera will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tap fouled at home plate. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. Eric Ibar leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Dickerson is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the third. JT Realmuto will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Lined hard toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Darnell Sweeney will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Leonis Martin as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cards leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Gene Segura will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. Be interesting to see if they try to go at him again with the hard stuff.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Sweeney scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
A reminder that Reds baseball continues all season long here on the show. And there you get a look at what's coming up over the course of the next 7 days. Striding into the box, Charlie Blackmon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bailey sets his sights. Here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Schwarber going back on it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Here's Mookie Betts. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And this would be a good bounce back inning for him. He's looked a little shaky here in these first few innings, so a 1-2-3 inning would be just what the doctor ordered.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. His club needs to get him some runs, however. It's 2-zip. Anthony Goes is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. But, he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Josh Donaldson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Outside and low, 3-0. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here it is on 3-1. Hit well on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Pujols, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
No runs, just one hit. One error for the Cardinals to this point. 2-2 now with two away and the base is empty. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. Corey Dickerson is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Called strike 0-2. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Heading out towards shallow right. After it is goes. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Here's Albert now. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Bailey gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Castellanos. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he falls behind 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
I think that was just supposed to be the setup pitch to come back and get him on 1 and 2. I don't think he's going to argue, though. He'll take that 3-pitch punch out.
Stepping in now, Steven Sung. Belted high in the air out to left. Schwarber ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, you knew he was going to be halfway to the cycle one way or the other, and I don't think he got quite all of that one, but he still gave it a pretty good ride. He's going to pull into second with his second base hit, and this one's a double.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Everett Cabrera gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fly ball to straightaway left. Schwarber giving chase, and that retires the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We played 4 full. It's the Reds. Leading off the inning, Chris Colabello, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Sends it in the air to deep left field. Blackman going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Here's C.J. Cron now. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Betts. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 game.
Now batting.
Here's Eric Ibar now.
Eric Ibar.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Well, they put the measuring stick on that last home run, and it came up 403 feet. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Norris has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit hard toward the right side, and Pujols won't get there. This is a fair ball.
Up next
Oh,
for the Cardinals.
this is a nice swing there. You can see he rifles this one just inside the chalk. Maybe he's just a little unlucky to get only a single out of it instead of 2 bases.
Into the box now, Darnell Sweeney batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Here it comes on 0-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Leonis Martin. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Right side hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Anthony goes. Will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Trying to hold the lead. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
The 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Middle of the night from Great American Ballpark. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals 2. Gene Segura comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
That evens it up 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his right, Sweeney. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon
Will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the seats. 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Schwarber racing back. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Mookie Betts will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
And a high strike there. 0-1.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Well, never too late to get a rally started. He gets a little fortunate here to beat this one out, but he's going to take it. And that gives his guys a shot here with 2 outs.
Corey Dickerson will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Bailey pauses. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
A 1 pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there. And all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber moves over, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2. Josh Donaldson will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Josh Donaldson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And he takes this one high. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. 1-2.
Yeah, that is down the middle, but at 96, that's still tough.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. You know, getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taken off on him.
3-0 now.
No strike.
Chris Colabello will be next. And that misses as well. Ball four, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a 1-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
From the stretch. Line drive to left. Blackman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
C.J. Cron will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Might have been anticipating the sinker there because he was well under that one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Still a 3-2 ball game. Albert Pujols will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
First baseman, Albert Pujols.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Goes. Is camped under this one. 1 down.
The third baseman.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Nick Castellanos will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Hit sharply on the ground. Sweeney is up with it on to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, designated hitter, Stephen Sung.
Into the box, Stephen Sung. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His 3rd hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Digging in, Derek Norris. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Donaldson's there, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. One left for Cincinnati, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point.
Shortstop, Eric Ivo.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
From the stretch, JT Realmuto stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe it's because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Now batting.
Well, in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot of these so far. 11 for him in the contest all told, as he just continues to mow down the opposing lineup here late into the ball game. In now, Darnell Sweeney, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. In the air out to left. Blackman is under it. 2 gone.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Leonis Martin is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this will wind up a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and chopped up the middle.
Oh, what a good job of keeping it alive with 2 outs. You just got to keep the line moving right now. And now you move that tying run up to second, plus you get the go-ahead run on at first base. So if this next guy could follow this single with a gapper or something like that, this game might get turned on its ear.
Anthony Gose will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Number 12.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Anthony Gose will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
He waits. Now the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here, he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Josh Donaldson will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Here's the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Cincinnati bullpen does its job. Stretch time now here in Cincinnati. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals 2. Everett Cabrera will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line driver right back up the middle.
And Bailey will take something off to start the at-bat. No balls and a strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Cabrera is retired, and there's one away.
This is qualified for a quality start so far. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. Now, just needs a little help from the bats.
Digging in, Gene Segura. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And it appears as though that's going to be all for Homer Bailey. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Henry Nomura will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. 1 out and a runner on third. This is skied out to deep center field. Martin going back, still going back. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI, as it's now a 4-2 game.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Mookie Betts gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Realmuto has it. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning.
Dickerson.
Corey Dickerson will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back easily. Too high, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8. Kyle Schwarber comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
And he misses with it. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. A look at our line score right there tells the story as the Reds lead this one here in the 8th in front of their home crowd here at Great American Ballpark. Chris Colabello digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And there's ball 1. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1 delivery. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Betts on the run, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Still down by a count of 4-2. Albert Pujols digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
First baseman, Albert Pujols.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, Pujols on his way to second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The third baseman.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And this is fouled back and out of play. No one out with a runner at second. Ripped down the first base line. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just one out.
Steven Sung will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Weekly hit towards first. Colabello is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, this ball just really wasn't hit all that well, and I'm a little surprised that the runner didn't try to score. I think he took a little bit too long to make up his mind, and once he hesitated, he had to stay at third base.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Slow roller left side. Donaldson fields it cleanly, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Reds leave one, but they still lead this one 4-2. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Eric Ibar will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Jason Grilli is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Eric Ibar will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth.
Well, that's a good pitch. Made him reach for that one, and when you make a guy reach, you rob him of his power, so this becomes an easy little looping liner.
Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Standing in now, Darnell Sweeney, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a two-seamer working its way down and away, and it wasn't even close.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out the